Yes. Big up to everyone locked in. Listen, this game is not even about a revenge tour, man. We just need to get the basics right going into this game. But we have got the manager's press conference coming up as well. Should be interesting to see what he has to say, man. Big up to each and every one of you guys in the building any second. Big up to Honesty, my G, in the building already. Sav should be joining us soon. So once he jumps in, he jumps in. But listen, it is what it is, man. We're in this position where we're in, and now we got to win games of football, and we need some consistency. And right now, we ain't showing any ounce of consistency. So hopefully, fingers crossed, man, we can find it because might not be playing in Europe this season, guys. Well, I'll say this season, next season. We won't even be playing in Europe. Big up to Bob, big up to Morris as well. We won't be playing in this European competition, man. And do you know what? If we make it in any of them, right? Say if it's the Champions League, it is what it is. If it's the Europa League, is what it is. And the Europa Conference League. If we get in the Conference League, just play the kids, man. Just throw out the players that don't get an opportunity to play. Throw them into it. Throw them into that realm of football and let them go and play and let them become better, man. But yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I'm all good, bro. Big up to Nems as well. I'm all good. I hope you guys are good as well. I did put a poll in the chat, just checking in with the people then. Question, my bro. How are you, my G? Mentally is good. Yeah, my mental is good, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I was saying to Sav, like, obviously I've been going to the gym really consistently, I should say, lately, man. So yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Just chilling, and then I get some work done while I'm there as well. So it's like a gym. So I ain't gonna say what else it is because you guys always try and call me Hollywood, but I get to do some work in the workspaces, man. So sometimes I can't be bothered. I like to be out and about and get everything kind of done. But yeah, and as I said, man, I've got something coming as well for this channel. But it's like the sit down interviews I was doing with the content creators, and so it's something similar to that. But we're gonna try and bring it and branch out a little bit more. But you guys will see it once I get the first episode done. It should be really good, man. But when is the press conference starting? It should be starting as soon as it starts. We'll head straight over there to go and have a look. I'll bring it to you guys to listen if it hasn't started yet. So it hasn't. I think it's meant to start now, but sometimes they take a few minutes to prep and all that stuff. And for Arne Slot to turn up. Big up to Danny in the building as well. On the end, so I got now all good, my bro. All good, man. Just here chilling. Can't wait to hear what the gaffer has to say. Here we go. Hold on. Let's get over there. I think he's coming out. Hold on. Let's change that. The microphones are being put in place. All right. Just make sure that's that. Hold on, team. Make sure. Let me turn it up as loud so make sure you guys can all hear it. Yeah. Should be all good. Save me from slot press, bro. I can't save you, man. We gotta see, man. Are you still planning on doing the street Q&A? Street Q&A? Remind me, bro. How many things I've got in my head to street Q&A? You talking about the quiz or just Q&A stuff in basics? You go, yeah, I hear it, man. See what BS. Listen, hopefully he's not spewing any BS. Hopefully it's just literally him saying and just owning some stuff, man. But do you know what it is with press conference, guys? There's only BS ever getting spoken if the guys asking the question allow it. So for an example, if the question are some dead food conversations, like dead food questions, then yeah, he can just answer and it's basic stuff in it. I think they need to ask more in-depth questions, tactical questions, questions about, how he sees the season, like put him on the spot, what would he change? Questions like that. Is there things you're trying to implement for next season just to catch an idea? Is he going to be here for next? But they're not. They're just asking these generic, basic questions, man. I hear it, bro. Big up to Lewis as well. Big up to you. Where was that one? He said for the podcast channel. Okay, cool. Now with that one, I do need to bring some stuff back. But you know what it is, Morris? Honestly, bro, it's sometimes I get so mad busy because obviously outside of this, I coach and I'm always doing stuff, and it's just one of those things trying to put that in place as well. But I do need to because I've got so many videos I've saved to even do reaction videos to as well, and I haven't. I haven't even scheduled. I think the last one I scheduled, I didn't even end up doing. So yeah, I don't think Jam. I don't know if he's gonna ask about him drilling his wife. That's crazy. Big up to Kathy in the building as well. Oh man, we're really listening. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Do you know one of them ones? At least then we know what he's been saying. We don't have to read the quotes and then get angry. We can see the mannerisms. We can see the body language. We can hear him word for word what he's saying. So let's see, man. Let's see. Yeah, it should be interesting. Hit the likes. You already know, guys. 50 already in the building. Appreciate if you can drop a like on the video, and then we can go from there. But as I said, guys, look, for me, for the next game, man, look, I know we need the win. I know we need the 3 points. I just need to see us get the basics right, man. Honestly, it's like I'm watching us play, and we're not even connecting enough passes. And then when we are, like, there's too much breakdown when we get into great areas. And the breakdown isn't because the opposition are doing well. It's we're messing up the breakdowns. Like simple passes or wrong decisions. But here we go. I think he stepped in. Let me know if you guys can hear it, and if not, I think I can turn it up a little bit more. Yeah. So let me know, guys.
No, Dominic, obviously. I just wonder
Actually, let me turn it up because I can't.
about the circumstances around.
Oh, Sav's here as well. Let's get Sav here.
Ready to come in, or is it a straight choice maybe between Curtis and Endo right back?
Big up, Sav.
No, my feelings haven't changed. The moment I saw he got the red card, I was disappointed not to have him against Sunderland. But on the other hand, I think the referee did what he had to do. And that's not what we like if we love football, but it's the rule book, and the referee has to follow the rule book. Joe hasn't trained with us yet. I'm expecting him to train with us today for the first time. So that's part of the of your question, and indeed we are. If Joe is not ready to start, then we are missing 4 players that have played on that position, and but Curtis and Wata also played in that position this year. So we've had 6 different fullbacks, right fullbacks this year.
And this at a time when we've already spoken about the small margin for error that you have in chasing down the Champions League qualification spot now. Just wonder, how are you feeling about how perfect results need to be between now and the end of the season to achieve a top 4, top 5 finish?
Yeah, close to perfection because of the points we are behind. We also know that it's different when you are 4 points behind a team that's 18th or 19th in the league, because they usually don't pick up as many points as the number 3, 4, or 5 picks up. So to close the gap of 4 or 5 points towards the number 3, 4, 5, that means you have to win a lot. And that's not what we've done this season a lot. So that's why that has to be better, and we have to come close to perfection. And margins are indeed very small, because 7 minutes before the end, we thought we were 5 points behind City, and 5 minutes later we were 11 points behind.
And now you go to Sunderland, the only team unbeaten at home in the Premier League so far this season. What does that say about how tough it is to bounce straight back after Sunday? Particularly when I'd imagine that maybe confidence has taken a bit more of a hit, given you can see late goals that ultimately takes the game away from you.
Yeah, but I have to give a lot of credit to my players, because we've had so many setbacks or hits, the way you said it, so many times.
It's the loudest words.
But every 3 days later they showed up again and brought in a good performance, which not always led to a win. But I've said many times over here that I think there were only 3 halves this season where the other team was far better than us. That was Crystal Palace, that was Man City, and maybe Arsenal away first half, although that was parts of the first half. For the rest, it was close to equal, or we were the far better team. So that is credit to the players, because they've had many setbacks this season. But it's not only that they have a good record at home. I think they have a very good season, Sunderland. But the record at home, I was aware of that as well, and already played against City and Arsenal at home. So that tells you how good of a season they're having and how strong and good they are at home.
Given that they've only just come up from the Championship as well, is there an argument that they've probably had the best season of anybody in the Premier League so far this season?
I think there are more teams that are having a very good season. So Arsenal is definitely one of them. Villa is impressive. Brentford is very impressive. But Sunderland is also impressive. And maybe I forget a few as well. So, but it's definitely an accomplishment or very good that if you are promoted and you come in the Premier League and you do so well, that is a compliment to their players and to their manager.
Their nickname is the Black Cats up at Sunderland, obviously synonymous with luck and everything. Have you had bad luck this season when any luck has come your way rather than good luck? Is that something that maybe Liverpool have missed this season?
Yeah, that is always the question. It feels like that. That's for sure. I thought even if we sign a player and he's not even playing for us, he gets injured. So yeah, sometimes it feels like that. But the moment you start to feel it's all bad luck, probably it comes to you as well. So we should keep it away as much as possible and just focus on the performance and focus what we can do to improve it. But the amount of times that we conceded late goals in extra time is far more than usual. Yeah, the question is, it bad luck or are we to blame? I think I've tried many different things. So I've made defensive substitutions and the ball went in, and I kept playing the same players and the ball went in. So we've tried a lot, and sometimes it feels. I can fairly say that we haven't been lucky. That is definitely true. Is it then unlucky or is this part of who we are? Yeah, that is something we can only find out in the upcoming 3 to 4 months.
Arne, you said there you had 6 different right backs at different points. What impact do you think that's had then on your form this season to have changed that so often?
Yeah, but then you're only focused on the right fullback position. I think I've had to change in many positions as a result of, because if Dominic plays as right back, he can't play in the midfield. So you have to change the midfield. And that has gone throughout the whole team quite a lot. Difficult to measure. We were talking about bad luck. I've spoken about set pieces. We're talking about injuries. I think this all goes into it. Why results have been how they've been. And I think one other main thing has been that it has took us a while before everyone was ready to play every 3 days at Premier League and Champions League level. But for me, we've reached that point now, because if I compare our game against City 3 or 4 months ago, where we wanted to press them in the first half, aggressive as well. Now we hardly touched the ball. So the game 2 days ago was so much different that I think that shows how much steps we've made through all the things we went through. After all the things we went through. So yeah, that is also a reason. But yeah, there are more reasons to come up why the season has been why it has gone like that, like this. But the main thing is to look forward. And from the last 5-6 games we've played, I get a lot of confidence from that. But we need to bring that confidence into better results.
A couple of weeks ago, you said about Calvin Ramsey maybe being behind some options at right back. But do you understand why some fans are saying put round peg in a round hole, especially after his performance against Crystal Palace? Because the way some good moments for him, is he just not played enough recently to beat his into the Premier League?
What is in a round hole? What does that mean?
If he can't hear you, bro, give him a mic.
I don't know why the journalists never have a mic, bro. So annoying.
So you can hear the actual question properly.
Yeah. Now, I think in general, if you don't win a game, the players who are not playing become the best players of the squad. And that is, I think, everywhere in the world the same. So if the players who are starting not winning, then the manager could have always better chosen another one. But that and I think this is an example of that as well. I just want to protect all my players, and I've chosen other players till now, and that's also what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Hi, Arne. I assume you spoke with Dom after the game. Could you tell us how he reacted after the red card and suspension?
No, I think his main disappointment was that we lost the game after him scoring such a great goal and us being so close to a result. And then, of course, the emotions are also there by getting a red card and missing out on a Sunderland game, which is not good for him and not for the team. So, of course, he was, as all the others, very disappointed about the last 10 minutes of the game.
Hi, Arne. I wanted to ask you about Alisson. Since he's been at the club, his passing has been a massive asset in both in defence and attack. But in recent seasons, his accuracy has dropped off a little bit. I think
This guy's listening to content creators, bro, because this weren't a conversation. I've only heard a couple of people speak about this, you know.
What did he say?
No,
About Alisson's passing. It's dropped off in the last.
into the stats.
That guy is a content creator, though, isn't he?
More
So he's
long
definitely
balls
listening
now,
to
if he has
everybody.
play more long balls,
Is
that
that Barney
usually
Newton?
doesn't
Yeah.
help your passing accuracy.
That was never one thing I always said about Alisson, about his passing.
yeah,
It's always been
I
about his
working
shot
with him
stopping.
now
His
for
passing
a
ain't
year,
never
and
been
I
like
haven't seen the
outstanding.
same goalkeeper
The only time we've ever mentioned his
last
passing
season
was
as
when
we've
we was
seen this
comparing him
season.
to Edison,
So,
but without comparing him,
but yeah,
no one's ever said his
sometimes
passing
the
shit.
stats can be helpful.
Just the
Sometimes they
Travellas.
can be misleading, and I think Donnarumma didn't have that many passing accuracy last game because both teams tried to press really high and aggressive. Yeah, that is different than when they go to a low block. Then the goalkeeper can just pass it to one of his centre backs. So, by the way, the main thing for a goalkeeper is always still shot stopping.
Thank you.
And that's what he does really well.
You mentioned obviously the players have had to deal with a lot of setbacks this season and luck and everything like that. How hard is it to sort of, when you are suffering those setbacks, keep morale high within the group and the mood in the dressing room?
Yeah, that's not always easy because I don't think anyone feels it from the last 14 or 15 games. I don't even know how much exactly we've only lost 2, but we have far too many draws. And
Did he do the baddie clip there?
No, when he does it all the time, and
So,
every time he does, I want to punch him.
So
bro.
yeah, no, that's definitely not easy for them as well because they know what the standards of Liverpool mean, and we are not performing to the standards of Liverpool at the moment. So they feel that disappointment, and mainly because we are so close every single game. Every game it feels as if we're going to win it, but it doesn't happen.
What?
Does it?
And that is probably even more difficult than when you play a game that throughout the whole game you already feel like the other team is better or it's just not, we're just not good enough. But that's not what they feel. If they play a game, they feel performance-wise that they can compete with any other team in the league, in the world. But yeah, reality is that we don't perform to Liverpool standards.
And given all the setbacks and hits and the bad luck, how challenging has the season been for you personally? Would you say it's one of the toughest, if not the toughest you've ever had?
Yeah, that's fair to say, by a mile. Because all the other seasons I've managed, that there was only positives. There was never. Don't think I've ever lost 2 games in a row. So
Listen,
so
big man.
it's an
We don't
exceptional
care about
season for me
Feyenoord
as a
at
Liverpool
all,
player.
blood.
Players are not used to losing a lot or having a lot of draws. I'm not used to that as well, and it's always more of a challenge after you lose a game of football to get them going again than after a win. Tell them that we were not as good as they might think they are. So yeah,
What?
this season has been more challenging for me as well, but you also take nice things out of it, how weird that may sound, because if we are able, I also look at how much improvement we are making. So the main thing as a manager you're always looking for is the results, but it's also important that players and the team improves, because if that doesn't happen, we're even having a bigger problem over here. But in my opinion, everyone is now able, except for maybe the players who were injured, but everyone is able to play every 3 days at a intensity level that is needed at this club, but here in the Premier League as well. And as a result of that, I think our performances are much better than they were in the start of the season. and I don't mean the first 6 games maybe, but the period when we started playing a double program, because in the first 6 games we only had once a double program with Everton. Now that was a difficult win, and since we went into that double program, we started to drop so many points.
How have you dealt with that though? Knowing it's the toughest, you said it's by and large the toughest. Like, personally, have you done anything different?
Nah, yeah, you always do something different because you cannot compare any season with another one. So, and it's different, as I said, to lead the team or after a loss, or after multiple losses, or after multiple draws than it is after a win. But I don't think anyone in this building would tell you that I've completely changed. No, I didn't. But it is different after a season that we're having now than all the other seasons I've managed, where we always did something special, and there is still a possibility that we can do something special this season as well.
James, last one.
Arne, just in terms of making this an acceptable season, do you have to ensure there is Champions League football here next season?
Acceptable? Yes. Yeah. If we don't have Champions League football, it's definitely not been an acceptable season.
You talk about obviously the model of sustainability that relies so much, doesn't it, on that would have an impact on summer plans and everything else.
This is what I said. When I arrived here, we could only sign Federico Chiesa, and that was after a Europa League season. So that does have an enormous impact in the way this club is run. So
He's taking the piss, bro.
That is clear. Yeah, we are completely aware. I'm completely aware of that.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
This is taking the piss. We claim we could only sign Chiesa because we was in the Europa League the season before. But when we had the round table last week, the other two said we did it by design because we didn't want to change too much. That's the reason why we didn't buy more players.
Sav, I told you, you give people enough time, give them enough.
Is it by design, or is it because that means that no one wanted to join Liverpool because of the Europa League? Well, I don't like Mohamed that's really like that. Like, I don't think whatever, innit? But he was the best keeper in, what was it, the World Cup or the Euros?
Yeah,
the World.
the
best goalkeeper in the World Cup. I mean, and then obviously Chiesa was out of favour a little bit, but that means no other player would join Liverpool. But better players joined other teams though, who were ain't as good as Liverpool. Man United didn't win. They weren't in anything. Remember, this season they didn't qualify for anything. They did not buy players.
They bought players. Wermo went to them. Cunha went to them.
Sesko went to them.
Sesko went to them.
Okay, so
and they were close to getting Belabor as well, weren't they? But I think Brighton couldn't sort out a player who was definitely interested in joining them. So
Jacob Ramsey went to Newcastle and Voltamada went there. Okay, I hear it, bro. Yeah, all right, man. I hear it, bro.
And TK was close to going to them until we came knocking.
Yeah, great stuff.
But let me change this one there, Sav, man. But in terms of what's coming up though, man, Sav, we've got this game. We've got this game coming up. Listening to the manager, it doesn't even give me any confidence that we can go and win this game. You know, like not a little bit of fight. He felt all timid and whatever in it. Yeah, we do know. You know, answered the right questions. Yeah, definitely need Champions League football. Yeah, cool. There's room for something special to happen. Yeah, but there's no real confidence in him. You know, mentioning the injury, Joey's back. Do you expect Joey to start? No, we don't, guy. If he's only coming back today to train, obviously we don't expect him to start. But if he's fit enough, why not? Why not? If he's fit enough, why not? He can play in the position better than Wataru can and Jones can. And what's the difference? You haven't had Wataru make any footballing appearance like that, running around on a football pitch. He's been in training, but has he played? No. Curtis has been on the bench for the last few games as well. So same minutes that Gomez has had. Probably got the same match sharpness and match fitness as Gomez, not playing. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't give me any confidence that we can go into this game and win it, Sav, if I'm being totally honest, bro. Not 1 ounce of confidence.
He ain't giving me confidence all season, bro. And as soon as they mentioned right back, he started giggling about we got 6 players that can play there and all that, bro. Like, was he giggling for, bro? And then you go on to mention Wataru and Curtis, bro, for not the fucking right back. Mention them after, bro. Bro.
And what we do know, big up to any is in there. Can't even. Why can't Ramsey play there now? I can't answer that question for you.
Did he
either,
mention
but
Ramsey's name then at all?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, because I didn't know if I jumped it. Okay, that's my point, bro. They ask about right back, and he went straight to Wataru and Curtis and ignored with that the right back that we have, bro. Don't disrespect the youth, man. It's easier. It was easier to just sell him in January if that was the case, or throw him out on loan. Don't make him feel like he's not wanted at the club. You just keep ignoring him. So what's he there for? To train, bro?
Literally.
Man turned Ramsey into a personal trainer, bro. He's just there. Just to get people's fitness up and that. Bro, this guy, man.
And then look, he mentioned about bad luck as well. And
yeah, whichever journalist asked that question, by the way, idiot, bro. Yeah, he
Nah.
started it. Sunderland, with the nickname is the Black Cat. They cause bad luck. So Arne, have you any bad luck? Shut up, blood. Shut up, blood. What you mean, bro? This is not fun and games, man. You get you get in there with your media pass, and that's what you ask, man, about black cats. And is this Sabrina, bro? This ain't Halloween.
I know, it's crazy.
And then the bad luck is that, bro.
Savvy said
yesterday. I mentioned it yesterday, bro. What do you mean? Well, maybe because the conceded, brother. If you concede that many late goals all season, it was bad. Bro, luck ain't even real, bro. But it was bad luck after 2 games, bro. Not 7. not 7 in 90+ minutes, bro. What? Chelsea, Man U, Bournemouth.
Savvy said he changed. He said he's tried everything. He said, I've put a defender on when, didn't work. Tried to change the tactics, didn't work. He said he's tried everything, bro. So he agreed it's bad luck. He said he's tried everything possible, bro. So when you say you tried everything, right? Them moments when I'm looking at the goals we conceded late sometimes, yeah. And there's something wrong structurally with our team, Sav. And I was looking at what was it? The Man City game yesterday. I should have got the stills, but I was just looking at it and I was looking at how deep our backline is and our midfielders go when we're trying to defend the edge of our box. And I'm like, this is the problem,
Of course it is.
We put so many players inside the box that everyone's going, oh, someone will do a job. When you go back into a position, you're like, well, I'm here. No one, you're not going to worry about me. Manager can't say I weren't here. Fans can't say I weren't, in and around it. But you're just there. So when the ball goes in, it's always like, oh, please clear it. You can get it. You can get it. No one's there taking onus on, I need to clear the football out of the box. We're too deep. The goal we conceded, the goals that we've been conceding, the Fulham goal, bro, literally, I know we was like, they set up, it was a throw in. We thought it was going to be a long throw in, but as soon as they took it, we didn't even get out of the box, bro. We just stayed, waited.
What was that other goal then? What was that one? It was not long ago. Was it Burnley or someone like that where it had like Grav and Kirk, but like everyone was trying to slide on the floor and that, and they still scored, bro.
They still scored.
It's what you said. I'm about to go and kick the ball away, but I can see that man's legs there. So let me leave it for my man. Then he leaves it for me. Then this guy slides and it goes through his legs. The keeper don't know who it's about to hit. So he's all, you right, bro? I swear, bro, you can't make this up, man. And literally, I'm screaming on the watch along. As soon as Man City scored it, I'm screaming. I said, Liverpool are going to retreat now. We're going to retreat, and it won't work, and Man City will score. And I just watched us sink like we were a championship team trying to get promoted. Like we just need to hold on for the play the way you got the goal or whatever you was doing before was working. Why would you change it because you've scored? Well, we're not saying attack gun ho and that, but clearly Liverpool's so bad at defending that the best way for Liverpool to defend is to attack and just play football. We're not good enough to sit back and bop the ball around. Our players can't pass the ball, bro. Like they're very bad at passing the ball. So what's the point? You're just inviting pressure. And all pressure does is like, well, the other team, like we can get further up the pitch. And the one thing, what is our weakness is set pieces. All of them, free kicks, throw-ins, corners. Now you're giving the other team a chance to have those things closer to our goal, bro. Throw-ins closer to our goal. Free kicks closer to our goal. Silly. This is...
Honestly, Savid, I'm loading up the tactical because I want to show you. I'm just going to use for an example, let me share it. I'm just going to use this screen. Bear with me, people. Let me just change this because I just need to kind of make sense so everyone can see visually what I'm talking. Don't. Sometimes I see these things and I'm just trying to figure out why are we doing this? Why is our distances when we're trying to defend so shit? Hold on, where is it? There we go. So when I mean, guys, and obviously girls in the chat, yeah, when I mean about us defending, yeah, the box, this is what I mean. It will be like we got all these, like it makes no, like it make, like it's mad. On the real side, it's mad, yeah. Because then you have the one striker, he's trying to run around here, but there's like you know what? Let's just add.
Yo. Oh my god, bro! You can't defend shit like that, bro.
That's what they'll do. The teams will have one, they got wide men there, the two center halves there. They'll have like the striker probably just standing in there, maybe one of the midfielders in there as well, just waiting around. And then they'll have like maybe like one guy here waiting to recycle it, maybe another guy here waiting to recycle it. Just for an example. Just for an example, right? In this moment, yeah, you're going, there should be no way Liverpool should concede a goal. There should be no reason. There should be nothing reason why. But the reason why we end up conceding, bro, if I go to this, hold on, let's go make it 3D, yeah. If you look at it, bro, bro, there's bare names in here. There's just bare people but no one's actually doing anything. No one's actually going, let me put my foot on the ball. Am I in enough space? So when it comes in, can I see it? Can I make sure I clear it? Nothing, bro. Just bodies in the box, and everyone just standing around going, yeah, if whatever happens, it's someone else's job. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, that means you're saying to them, have a shot if it rolls out. And that's what we got against Sunderland. They literally passed it out from the wing and we stood in the box and he goes, oh, so no one's going to press me then. Everyone's in the box waiting for a cross. I'll just shoot.
That's what always happens. That's how Ruben Diaz took his shot and he missed. It was closer than I thought. But everyone was in the box, so we just carried on walking. And then he's like, oh, you're not going to tackle me. I'm going to shoot. Then Rodri did it. Then Semenyo did it. If you're just going to retreat and not do anything, bro, I'm going to shoot. And we're just lucky that De Bruyne don't play for them anymore because they would have scored way more. You're just going to back off and let man have 3 shots, bro. It's dark, man.
I don't know, like how are we defending like this? Like you got Virgil in there, Canard, they literally just in the box, just doing nothing. Graves is just in the box as well. Sabo will come across and help out, and then we got this guy that goes, yeah, now I'll just wait on the counter, bro. Let's see what happens here. Robbo in there, and then all they're gonna do is go from here into him, and then he can go and have a shot because there's no one trying to close him down.
Yeah, and to be fair, you've been quite nice at Liverpool there because you ain't even give the other team the right amount of players, bro. There's about 2 more that would have been in the box as well. So, because when Fulham had theirs, there was one guy who took the throw in, and then there was 2 surrounding around Chiesa, and then 1 on the halfway. Like, the rest of them were all in the box, just chilling, waiting. It's disgusting, man.
And then you know what it is, Xavier, because I'm not saying any moment in the game you're gonna have to go backs against the wall, but we choose to go backs against the wall. It's not like they go, oh goddamn, like yo, they're bopping it now, and we need to really concentrate on what's going on. We just go banging a goal, we celebrate whatever, and then we go, yeah, lads, go in the box. Let's defend the box. I'm like, so you're gonna give up a whole half of football? You're just gonna give up the half.
With the way the crowd was, all of a sudden they woke up when Szoboszlai scored, and the way the boys seemed mad excited in it, you would think I know what Liverpool's gonna do, so that's why I said they're gonna retreat. But you would think that everyone's blood's pumping now. Yo, let's play. No, they just sat back against City, bro. The worst team in the league to sit back against.
Thank you.
The worst team in the league to sit back against. What do you mean? They're just gonna that's their bread and butter. That's what he's just gonna bop the ball around until he finds an opening. And that's what happened, bro. They got their penalty in there. It's dark still.
Nah, you know how much confusion this causes, bro? Because now Alisson's eye line is just shirts just running around.
Yeah, like Alisson, all he can do is like if somebody looks like they're gonna shoot, just dive in it and hope for the best, bro.
Just dive and see what you can do. There's too many bodies, bro. Like realistically, the midfielders, should be here, outside the box,
Yep.
ready to screen. Defenders are here. Fullbacks, if you go, we're just watching the line. Okay, is a striker in there? That's your man. Keep a good line. Right, can we double up on the wide man here? If they got their midfielders here as well, even if they run into here, we just make sure we're aware in it. Just be aware of these, man. You don't need to go and Kanate can have him, Virgil can have him. And if there's two, Matt, just come back. And it still doesn't cause too much confusion. Now everyone has a man.
Yep.
But for some reason, we just go, oh, there's players making runs. Let's all get in the box. Let's just everyone just get in the box. You get in the box, I get in the box, you get in the box. And then we're just like this. So now if any midfielder now, they've got all of these space to play little neat 1-2s, pick their head up and find a good delivery.
You actually have to hope at that point that the ball doesn't drop to the floor and you just get it. Because if as soon as it drops to the floor, we're fucked, bro. And that's how everyone scores past us. It's not normally a crossing and it's a header. It's normally a crossing, it's a half-hearted clearance, the ball bobbles around and somebody strikes it in. Like, teams do defend like this, lesser teams than us. But the thing is, they're coached to do that because they know that's about to happen. We weren't coached to do that with some kind of arrogance. Okay, that's bad enough. Then you see that it keeps happening all season. So can you coach them that when this happens, you can... Because, like, for example, if this was Everton and you put this up, I wouldn't even be like, oh, that's ridiculous. Because in my head, I already know that Tarkowski and all them man know what they're doing when it comes to defending like that. If it was Nottingham, I know that Morello and all them man know what they're doing. When it's Liverpool, I'm like, bro... No, I'm not even disrespecting the players because a lot of them are attackers, bro. Do you think I know, like, Gakpo and all that know what to... I'm not using Gakpo like that. I'm saying, like, these people know what to do in the box and Ekatike and that. If the ball's in the air, they know I can header the ball away. That's it. But they're not... Their body positioning is not right because they're attackers. They're just standing, waiting around, hoping that the ball doesn't get to the player. That we zone or mark anyway. But even in these instances, it's like... Even if it was zonal marking, can you keep your eye on one player though? Can you just make sure that this one guy, the only person who man marks is McAllister, and he's always marking the tallest person, and so it's pointless.
It's pointless because he doesn't even actually win the ball.
He doesn't. He just walks next to them.
So I'm like, so you just got a player that marking a player that's potentially going to win the header, and then the scramble after that when they win it, and I'm just like, how does that make sense, guys? And I know we've kind of stemmed the whole set piece thing at the moment. We ain't really, I can't remember us conceding from it, to be fair. I don't think in the last couple of games we've conceded from a set piece directly. So I know we've kind of stemmed that, but we cause our own problems. And you wonder why, and you say it's bad luck. It's not bad luck.
Not bad luck.
The fact that you guys go into your box to defend. And I'm like, you open it up for ricochets. You open it when all of them players are in there. It's ricochets, mistake. To me, to you, I'll leave it. Oh, I think you're going to get it, so I'll leave it. And then we both leave it. Then one of the strikers pounce, smashes it into the goal. Allison's there going, lads, we had the ball there. Why don't we clear it? Yeah. Players are diving around, sliding around all over the place. And I'm like, well, you know, if there was 1v1 in that situation, instead of 2 players trying to do the same job, 3 players trying to do the same job, would be all right. And for some reason, when we go and do it, that player wins. If you notice recently, bro, like every time we go, we look like we outnumber a player in a position, they still get the better of us.
That's what I said about O'Reilly, bro. Freeman surrounded him on the throwing line and he got out of there with the ball. Start. And they're not even set up to... One, they're not set up to defend properly, but they're not set up that if we get the ball back to do something with it, they just kick it away. And then the other team gets the ball back in the same position, then we stay in the same position. And all of a sudden, we can't counterattack anymore. Like, we're rubbish at it. I don't know how we went from being one of the best teams in the world at counterattacking to being terrible. And like, we lose the ball in every transition. So it always gets caught between someone's legs, or hits off their shin, or they make the wrong pass.
So, Sav, I'll show you why as well, yeah. So normally, obviously, I've got his sat, but it's normally a Katika, right? So he's normally up there, and then you've got the spare bodies, right? When we win it, the ball goes in the back. For some reason, I've noticed, Salah is in this position now as well.
He's always there.
And then it's like he tries to give the 1-2 and then go into this space. But what he's playing up against now is these rapid fullbacks and centre-backs that's going to run across him and foul him. What was we doing best before? It was here, innit? Salah was like here, or he was the lone guy. He was here and then we'll drop in. So then when we get it, he was always on the transition here. So literally when we play, he would be in the other half. He would go into the other half. Yeah. But now we've got this, either he's here sometimes trying to help, or if it's corners and that, he's in here, and then we're trying to play out from here. But he's not tall enough for one. So normally when the ball drops at the edge of the box, it's always a centre midfielder or one of the centre halves trying to win this. He always loses out in this one, and he recycles, right? And not to say that's just his height.
No, but you're right. Yeah.
If he wins it and plays it, we can go. But we never get out for some reason now. We can't play the simple pass and get out. When I'm watching it going, if you just nick it to him here, he'll give it back to you, and we can just play quick 1-2s. But we overcomplicate. In fact, then I'm seeing we'll go bang bang, we'll get here, and then he's stumbling over it and doing whatever, and then by the time you know it, everyone's back, and then the ball ends up going back to like Virgil.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And we just slow it down and go, oh yeah, you guys get back. It's all right. You guys have time. Get back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because even that, like, both our strikers are way taller than Salah. So even if Salah swapped with the striker, because Salah can still run. Before we used to have Salah running through the middle of the park on transitions most of the time. And then we'd have Mane on one side. Or even when it weren't Mane, it would be Diaz on one side, and then probably Trent midfielders trying to catch up. This is just giving the teams the ball back. And obviously it depends on what the scoreline is at this point as well. And a lot of the times it's a draw, not a loss. And all the geezers doing something else the other side and trying to attack for no reason and throwing more attackers on. Because at the beginning of the season, he kept throwing more attackers on the pitch.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. And now he's taking off defense. I don't even know why he took off Kirkers against Man City.
Bro, it didn't make sense, and it confused me because I said to you when we was in the watch along, like, bro, why would you take off the player that was doing great? Why would you take off the player that was giving you the outlet that you needed? Why would you take off the player to put someone else in? But then when you put him in, and it's not the personnel change, right? He does deserve to come on. He did deserve. Chiesa does deserve to come on, right? But then he was getting into areas where I'm like, oh, if you have a left footer there, he would have been able to put the cross into the box properly.
But the easy thing would have been to do, I might even turn to the piss, would to be take McAllister off, bring Chiesa on and leave Kirkers on the pitch, bro. Because at that point in the game, why would I need McAllister who's not mobile like that? Or anybody who's not mobile?
I don't get it, man. I don't get the fascination with McAllister. I don't get the fascination with it, bro. And you know what? I don't want to start because I know, so obviously we don't do it, but in terms of I'm always trying to think of why in it. Why does he look at McAllister and go, this is my guy. This is my guy that he offers me so much that he needs to stay on the pitch always.
Zubimendi, that's the answer. That's the answer. That's who he wanted. And that's the thing. That's the person he thinks is closest to Zubimendi, bro.
But then, Sav, then put him here then.
I know. That's my point.
Put him here then. Let him do this. Let him do this.
That's the point, bro. This geezer has all the gear and no idea, bro. That's Slot, bro. He in his mind, he's like, I want McAllister to do this. And then he don't want to tell McAllister to do that. And he ends up just walking around doing fuck all, bro. You see what's up? Because I like Zubimendi. I think it's cold, bro. But his game's very simple. He's added goals to his games now, what he never had before. But he is literally picking the ball up off Saliba and Gabriel and playing the ball. That's it. That's it. And then if he needs to nick the ball off here, he'll do that. Nobody cares about Zubimendi being mobile. He's not slow, but he's not fast either, bro. But so is that McAllister's in that vein. If you think of McAllister at his best, but the way he used him is pointless. That's really what it is, man.
It's not even to say, oh yeah, you know better, you know more, so you need to whatever in it. But I'm looking at it going, bro, if you want him to do that job, get it, play it, be the tempo dictator, then you might as well play Gravs further forward because you can get more out of him doing that. If you're not going to play him as the holding midfielder, then put this guy in there. Then he doesn't have to do all of this running around and gassing out. He can just stay in the middle of the park and play. Get it to feet, turn, pass. Get it to feet, turn and pass. Then you've got the legs to help you cover those areas that he might not be able to get out to do. But now you got him here, right? And then when he's here and he's gassing out and then someone's run by him and he's trying to track him, now you've got Virgil has to go out there. Kirk has to tuck in there. Then Gravers has to, and as soon as this happens, bro,
as soon
as this is the gap that everyone goes, where is the midfield?
Yeah, because man are trying to babysit some that's done, bro. And he doesn't move the ball quick enough. He doesn't move the ball quick. Like that's a natural thing from McAllister. Man, them used to say about Curtis all the time. Brother, you like need to look closer, bro. This geezer doesn't move the ball quick enough at all. He slows down everything, which means he's probably useful when you're already winning a game and you just want control of a game and you just want someone to control, move on. Not when you're trying to score a goal and we're 5 minutes into a game and we're trying to break and you give him the ball and he slows everything down. What's the point? Because at one point, I remember when I didn't like the way he was tackling and stuff the previous season, but the stats said that he was one of the best in the league, in all the leagues, at getting the ball back. Because he wasn't running up and down everywhere. That's why. He was in one spot doing it.
And I don't even understand the manager's thinking. Because Sav, you know what I'm just thinking? Obviously, I know it's a lot more difficult at the top level, innit? There's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of space. You got to try and nullify those space like a chess game. And I get that. But
nah, man, don't undersell yourself, bro. You're a coach. He's a coach, bro. It's not that hard, bro. It's not.
But Sav, I don't and I know like you got to defend different zones, right? I don't want to use the words, but that's what it is, innit? There's a setup. You got to be able to play in certain areas. You got to make sure, right, these are my zones. I need to make sure I'm in these zones all the time. I need to make sure when this happens, I need to be there. When Wirtz goes in, he knows he needs to be there. Simple stuff, yeah? But when Wirtz goes in, then he's making runs in here, and then he's in here.
Yep.
Then there's this. But then when and then logically, you're like, whoa, there's a gap here. I don't want Virgil to really go out there. But if Virgil goes out there, then there's gaps there, right? There's players making. So now I have to go to cover that. Once that happens, there's our gap again.
Yeah. That's exactly what happens. It's even worse because the right back's not normally there either. They're just up the. You know, it's not. It's normally just Virgil and Kanate back there.
So if you want to get the best out of McAllister, then
see what you just had where McAllister was then.
Yeah,
I'm just ask everyone: if we lost the ball here with that hole, is McAllister getting back before they score a goal? So what's he doing up there then? If he can't, bro, if you've given him a job to do on the pitch, what's he doing up there? He can't make it back. He can't make it back. It's pointless. We don't keep. Oh, bro, it winds me up so much, bro, and it's every game as well.
So we knew we were better when Gravenberch, right? We won the league with Gravenberch playing in the hole, him being here, doing the defensive thing. McAllister in the midfield as well, Soboslai in the midfield, but it was more like he's the 10. I used Wirtz for a minute. He was Diaz, Gakpo, Nunes, Jota, Salah was there, right? Scoring his goals. We knew that was it, yeah? We knew McAllister had a bit of license, but Gravers know I'm sitting in front of the back line. I'm making sure I sit in there. And then sometimes we'll basically have this in it. And then if Salah goes, Sobo knows I need to make sure I cover that space. So there's always a 10 there, whatever. But now I'm looking at us and I'm just like, I don't get what your job role is. No, I don't understand how you play 90 minutes. Just based around what you're offering to the game. And I know some people say, look, he offers goals and assists if it's there. People are going to look back at the game and say, look, he created a moment in the game. And I'm like, cool, I'm all here for this, guys. But I'm always thinking, right, I don't look at the game as like a small section and dissect it. I'm like, in 90 minutes of football, what did you offer? What did you offer in a positive way in the game for 90 minutes? Not 4-5, not in this moment, not for 10 minutes, in 90 minutes. That's the minutes you played. And if you're telling me, right, in the 20th minute, he did this. So I'm like, in 20 minutes, you did one good action. And then you're going to tell me in the 42nd minute, he did this. So then in 42 minutes, you did two positive things. Then you're going to tell me, oh, then the 88th minute. So I'm like, in 88 minutes, close to 90, you've done three things.
Yeah. So you might as well have been a sub.
So you might as well have been a sub.
I see Rio do that in 4 minutes every time he gets on the pitch. So you might as well be a sub.
And I'm not saying in every game you need to be at your maximum, but I'm sorry. This is the professional game. That's the expectation.
Let's all be in agreement here. Apart from Jones, who shouldn't be at right back because you got him on there. There's three people who shouldn't be on the pitch, bro. And this is aside from the coaching shit, but Salah, Gakpo, and McAllister shouldn't be on the pitch, bro. They should all be subs. Not offering enough. They're just not, and they're a net negative, bro, because you're affecting the game negatively as well. You're not only not doing anything at the top of the pitch, or you're not doing anything at the top of the pitch, and then going the other way, you ain't helping out like that. And if everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, the attackers don't need to help out safe, then well, that means you're definitely not doing anything. Then you're not doing your job, so get off the pitch. You're not helping. And then it comes to McAllister, brother. I don't know what you do anyway. Maybe just play McAllister in the Champions League. It's the only time he seems to be able to like affect the game, score a goal or something. To play McAllister in the Champions League, because it's too slow for the Prem, and everyone knows the Champions League's slower than the Prem, so it makes sense to play him over there, and then fix the team up, bro. Honestly, I'd rather play a right back and Frimpong at the same time. Seriously, I know he's injured at the moment. I'd rather play Bradley and Frimpong than Salah and one of the right backs. Honestly, because as long as we've got the striker on the pitch, we can score. And Wirtz can have the freedom of the middle of the park instead of the left-hand side because McAllister's standing in his way constantly. At least if McAllister drifted into that spot and was affecting the game, you know what, Wirtz, drift over to the left because McAllister's doing his thing there. We know that. De Bruyne used to do it all the time. De Bruyne would drift over to the right because Foden was doing his thing in the middle. But when you're not doing anything, get off the pitch, man. Get off the pitch. I've seen Chiesa and Rio do more, bro. Get off the pitch.
I don't get it. And I agree with those three as well. I agree with those three that doesn't need to be on the pitch. They're not offering. And you know, you go through the team. Kirke's been started the season well, but he's getting there. Regardless of what we think of Virgil in terms of is he at his best at the moment, he's still offering way more than what some of them players are doing. Konate, we know, has had his ups and downs this season, but he's been in good form so far. And then we know the reason why I put Jones there, Sav, is because Jones will be playing at right back in the Sunderland.
Yeah.
So I'll put him there just to give you guys an idea that that's your back five. Alisson in goal, and this is your back five going into the game. I just don't like the combination of the way the midfield is set up, bro. I mentioned it. You've mentioned it. We spoke about it for ages. To me, Sav, and I'll stick by this and I'll stand by it. Either you go with these two as your holding midfielders, and I think you get more control, or you can swap in Jones for either or, and it will give you a lot more control. That's for me. You're right. McAllister doesn't offer enough in 90 minutes to tell me why he's on the pitch. Wirtz at the moment, you've got this player going left wing, inside left. Then you've got him like he's drifting over here. Then he, and I'm just like, can we not? If you get this structure right, if you get these two right, this combination right, if it is the double pivot thing you want to do, this will allow this guy to do more.
Yep.
This will give him the confidence to just be more and do more. He knows I've got two people behind me that's not allowing anything to happen. Then you've got Ekitike, which is obviously he's had this season.
Yeah.
And as I said with Salah, bro, Salah, it's not the fact that we don't think that Salah is done enough over his years, and but he's not helping now. There's too much of a breakdown in play when he gets on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. We've watched the game for 90 minutes. Most of us have watched the game for 90 minutes this season and seen the play breaks down too much when it goes out to him and where's Gakpo and when it goes out to Gakpo.
Yeah.
These two this season, the play keeps breaking down too often. So not only that, you've got this guy that's not operating and he thinks I can join the attack, right? So he's come up to join the attack. And now I'll move Wirtz out the way for a second. So he's come up to join the attack and then he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. And at that same time, he's gone, let me come up and support. Right back, let me come up and support. So you going, there need to be an end product. There need to be a shot and maybe a save to make sure, or if shots, it goes over, whatever. But there needs to be an action where it's not a turnover and then we leave these massive gaps. And normally you're going to see Szoboszlai up here as well. So now you've got Virgil and Konate at the halfway line. You might have Grabs in here. He might be over here trying to support. He might be over here trying to support the play. But if these two players, Salah and Gakpo, keeps losing the ball and it breaks down, we're going to just keep getting transitioned on every game.
Yeah, it's even worse as well because the other team will just use the long ball. They'll just kick it over your head and have fast wingers to get it.
And then you got Konate. He has to come out here and do it. And then, as you said, Sav, Yeah, Sobbo got engine. He'll got, but you know how much running this guy, just because you two can't fucking do something with us. You two can't do anything with the ball. You two keep losing the ball every time, bro. And I went and checked, yeah, in terms of the stats, right? Because I need to, I wanted to look at the defensive stuff, yeah. Hold on, let me. Yeah, because I need to, I just need to see stuff, man. Because I don't know. So I went and checked Gakpo's and Salah's like defensive metrics as well, this season, take-ons and all of that stuff. Yeah, hold on, it should come up.
Rotted.
Yeah, so this is I didn't do per 90, I did it total, and then I'll do it per 90. So I looked at the total in terms of, but Salah obviously played less game. He's been away at AFCON. I don't know how many Premier League games he missed, to be fair, but I'm taking that into consideration, minutes and stuff like that. Goals wise, more take on turnover, so that's losing the ball. He's lost it less. Dual contested 191, 98, 130. Tackles 15, 4. Take ons 25, 12. Take on success rate nearly 60%, 25%.
Bruv, stop. You're not just going to go
130, 14. Aerial duel 60. I don't expect him to win a lot. Cody,
this take on success rate, the take on success rate is dark, blood. Bro, this man's job as a winger, boy. Yeah, man. That's it. Just do it in silence. Don't even say nothing, blood. Just do it in silence. Because I see bare greens, blood. I see, dollar bill, y'all. I see bare weed, blood. I see weed on one side and blood on the other, bro. Just
and it's just to add context to the conversation. That's all I've done it for. Not to pull one out, not to make anyone look bad. It is just to bring some stats to the conversation to see if it matches up what I'm trying to say.
Well, I'll tell you what it does. It validates what I just said. Both of them shouldn't be playing, bro. Because if his stats are better than his stats, and everyone hates that guy and not the other guy, but then clearly the both need to go, innit? Just by what man think and that. They both need to go.
Honestly, I did send Cal a voice note about this because I watched what Cal and Matt did. They tried to rush Drifty again on Kopish because Drifty said Gakpo defends more than Salah, and they rushed him and said, "Nah, Salah defends more than Gakpo."
You know why they rushed him? They wouldn't have said that a couple of months back. It's because everyone hates Gakpo now. So now it's like I'm not giving man credit doing anything, bro. I don't need a stat in the world to show me that Gakpo tries to defend more than Salah. I don't give a damn whether it's with like wingers and that. I don't give a damn if it's as successful. I just need you to try it.
Yeah, please.
You're not a natural born defender, bro. So I just need you to try. That's what I care about more than anything. And I see one of them and them just like running around next to man, looking like they're trying to defend. But so, hey, it is what it is, man.
No, I see who put 4, Mr. T. Yeah.
Oh, the 4 tackles.
The 4 tackles have. What tackles?
No, but it makes sense because I think I know the 4 tackles as well, bro. He tried to make one against Real Madrid. He made one against Real Madrid.
This is Premier League stuff.
Is it? Oh, fucking hell.
And then the other one's got 15, so clearly he defends more. 15 ain't even a lot, Sam. But yes, context is they're both attackers. Do you think they'll win loads of tackles? No. I don't think so. But bro, if we're not gonna do this part,
but ends the take on look about the take on success rate, because
no, that's what I said, Sam. If we're not gonna, we don't expect you to be good in this era, right? Fine, you're an attacker, Sav. You're right. I didn't wake up and became a winger so I can run and make tackles, bro. I came in because I wanted to cook, man, score goals, create goals, get assists. Cool, right? That's my job as an attacker. You, man, do the defense. I'll do the attack. So explain.
Hey, man. I wish I could get paid 300 bags plus for running into shins, blood. I'll do it all day.
I swear to God. And let me do it per 90 now, because I know the per 90 crew will be out there. Oh, just throw it per 90, man. Let's have a look. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look.
This is the darkest one. Is the take on the attempt is there. The attempt is
No,
there.
no, Sav. On a real, Sav. On a real. Sav,
The
that
attempt ends. Allow him, because the attempt is there, right? So that means in his mind, I can do it. In reality, O'Reilly and them man. In his mind, he can do it, but in reality, left backs. Hey, I swear, man, bro. I bet Frimpong's got more take-ons on it.
I'm not even gonna check, Sav. But look, Sav, look.
So you see, I'm glad you did that, because you know I'm a per 90 guy in it, and you changed it, and it's still green blood. So, because you know what, there ain't a stat for cutting in, and that's everyone's problem with Cody, just to cut in. There ain't a stat for that. Everything else is fine.
There must be a stat
Bruv,
somewhere.
everything else is fine, bro. But there ain't a stat for cutting in. You know what? He might be the most successful in the league for cutting in. What he does with the ball after, I can't talk about that. But he's very successful at cutting in, blood. So, nah, man, get Salah out of here, bro. Listen, big up you, lot, and that. I know all you love Salah and that. Salah's a legend at Liverpool. We get it, bro. He shouldn't have a statue before anyone says anything dumb like that. He shouldn't. You get me? But he is a legend, isn't it? I know you run around calling him the king and that. It's a bit gay, but whatever. But time's up, bro. It's all right. It's all right. We've seen bigger legends leave, bro. We've seen better players leave, bro. It's over with, bro. Some of you old man and that lost John Barnes and that. I hear it. You get me? It's time to go, bro. Like I don't know why man are worried. We got about 4 players left of the Klopp era, not take away like Curtis and that. You get me? Alisson, Virgil, Ibu, Salah, Robbo. It's gonna be over soon. They're all gonna go. Robbo's probably gonna leave at the end of the season. Alisson's probably gonna leave at the end of the season. Virgil's gonna leave next season. Salah, time for you to go too. That's what, man. That's one thing with Hughes and Edwards and that. Everyone, give Salah the new contract. They don't know what you're doing. They knew what they were doing, bro. They saw the data.
Sav,
And they saw what you've got on the screen. This is what, when everyone was getting onto them, and I said in the summer, they might be right still. This is what they saw. Imagine bringing this to your gaffer. No, stop. Imagine bringing this to John Henry, bro. Boss, gaffer. We need to open more funds for the wages. All right, boys, we'll put a presentation together and show me. Here we go, Gaff. Oh, all the stuff in the green. You know what? Sign him up. Now that's Gakpo. What? Excuse me? The one who was speaking to my wife. Yeah. Yeah, give him a new contract. What about the next guy? Yes, Salah. Yeah, it's time to go, blood. I ain't gonna lie, bro. These stats match up with Sanchez and Aubameyang, blood. It's time to let man.
Sav. Just hear me out. Let me just zoom in for people that's in there, right? So the part that says take-ons completed from both our wingers in the Premier League, Sav. How many games have we played? 25.
Yeah, 25.
Chat. So in 25 games, chat. One's played 17, the other one's played 23. I think it's 23.
No, man, at this point, it's per 90 anyway.
23,
bro, so
23 and 17, right? So let's average it out. Let's go 20 games. No,
they've averaged it for you because it's per 90.
All right, fair enough.
So they've done it for you, bro. So the stats are fair.
So Sav, in 25 games, chat, in 25 games, both our wingers are successfully dribbling past their man at least once every 90. How do you sustain an attack if your wingers on both sides? One is 0.8. That means it's not even one. That means he's not even getting past his player. The other one's 1.4. So he gets past his player at least once in a game. Now you put them together. What's the word they used in the sit down? What was it? Synergy. So if we put them together,
synergize the blood.
Let's synergize them. Let's put them together, chat. Sav, let's put them together. And we go between our wingers that we have playing currently at Liverpool Football Club. We only successfully beat our fullback once in a game.
The worst thing about Salah's stats are that Gakpo doesn't attempt to. Gakpo cuts in and he just ignores Kirkers. So he doesn't even try. With Salah said, "Yeah, man, I'm old school Salah blood. I can do it. Can do it still." And then he does that stupid laugh when he loses the ball, blood. Start looking at the man them. Oh, man them. Lost it again still. My bad. Man them just kissed their teeth in that Ekatike's dirty looks, that's prick. Yeah. Stop, bro. That's why Salah gives up and he just tries to Trevella it now. When he realizes it don't work, Trevella blood. Man. Poor, I pray for Diaz, man. You get me? Listen, man. Diaz, I hope you're enjoying your money. I was about to say, I hope you're enjoying the German sun, but the weather ain't much better over there either. But you get me? Enjoy that, man, over there, man. Crossing the ball into Harry Kane and that. Diaz Diaz is out on the left wing, looking at the right wing, going, "This Elise, boy." So, play. That's how you get past play.
You're taking a piss out. Chat, we're not chatting shit. It's there, black and white,
bro.
In your face, you can see it.
This is funny, bro.
How can you think we're gonna be successful if and Sav, we're going off of a database here that gives you the basic stats.
The basic stats.
Man have every stat under the sun, minutes run, areas, heat maps. We can get that, but we can't get everything, the intricacy that they can get. They've got video profiles of all the players in moments in this game and that game, and we would have to go and do all that work. They have that accessible to them. They've got a team designated for those things. So Sav, how can we be playing in I'm not even going to use the baddie term of 2026, Sav. I ain't even going to use it. But how can we be this team and have two wingers? One can't beat his player and the other one beats his player once in every 90. And then we put them together and synergize them together and go in 90 minutes between the two of them, they beat their fullback. Between the two of them, not each, between the two of them, Sav, they beat their fullback once in the 90 per 90.
That's dark, man. That's where I seen Doku
in 23 games and 17 that they both played in the Prem. They beat their player only once per game. So that means if we go back and we do the maths is there's 23 times this season, both of them synergized of beating the fullback. And you wonder why we can't keep the ball. You wonder why we keep getting these counterattacks. You wonder why when I'm saying, guys, why can't we connect in the final third? We just keep making these basic mistakes when we're in the final third.
Terrible, man. We're terrible, and our team's not good enough at passing the ball to be playing so narrow and not using the width of the pitch, bro. Because that's what we're doing, and ignoring the right hand side. Because before Frimpong got here, that's what we used to say is like we don't do the run into the byline thing. But we didn't. But luckily we didn't need to because Trent could cross the ball from anywhere. So Salah got away with it.
Mad. Sav, both.
Yeah.
Hey, pay me and stuff. Pay me and stuff. Oh, bro,
550, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think Rodrigo needs 550. I don't think them wingers there. I'll take. Bro. Listen, I don't want to say. I'll take Jacob Murphy, bro, and Rodrigo blood. I swear to you, bro. I swear. Because you know one thing. What does Jacob Murphy do, bro? Beat player across the ball. I know that man want to be hipsters and want to act like that's not football. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I beat my player. I get the ball to the striker. Striker scores. What more do you want from man? You want step overs, bro. Like ends one in solid step over and pull out his groin and no, we don't. You don't have a step over, bro. You not see for Egypt that he avoids running down the wing at all. He said, "I'm going in the middle of the park."
No, don't do that, Sam. I swear that's the manager, though. I see what you did. That's the
he said, "I'm going in the middle of the brother." Okay, I hear what you're saying, but you have to understand. For Egypt, Salah actually holds all the power. So when it comes to that, Salah's like, you see the stuff that the slot youth's got me doing on the wing. I'm not doing it for Egypt, right? Just put me by Marmoush and I mean, no, Mantis, Bowen's better. Listen, this is the thing, innit? I'm glad it's me because you lot know I'm not lying and I'm not joking. The rest of the internet think it's a joke. Oh, you really think that, Sav? Remember Matt jumped on here 4 months ago and I said, I'm on this slot you. Like, oh, you slut out, Sav. That's ridiculous. Who looks ridiculous now, blood? I'm not ridiculous. Who looks ridiculous now, man? Remember when Matt said, is Ekatike even better than Nunes? Man, who looks ridiculous? So all I'm saying is, sometimes I say stuff, it sounds crazy, and then I'm right. All right. Yeah, I mean, we got Rashid and that. He weren't that good in the Prem, but he went to Barcelona and cooked. But it's not the point. He ran and I got the Mbappe thing wrong too, but at the time, Rodri's shit. Told you about Rodri, bullshit with the Ballon d'Or. I told you, bro. But Bowen, Semenyo, Buemo, Jacob Murphy, Jacob Ramsey, all the Jacobs, all of them. I think all of them. Give me a winger at Nottingham. Brother, winger's job. It can be hard at whatever level, but it's basic, bro. Everyone's complicated stuff in it. With everyone's complicated, everyone's role. Just like Slot mentioned in the press conference, when I complicate the goalkeeper's role, I can't pass the ball out from the back. Can he save the ball or not? Can a winger take on his man and cross the ball into the striker and he can score? Yes. Get that winger. the days of the wingers scoring all the goals, brother. Let's just end. We'll put stuff out. We'll wait for it to go wrong. Everyone's gonna make videos in a year and say, "Oh, you know what?
It happens anyway."
Wingers are dying, bro. The goal scoring winger getting 30 goals a season.
It's done now.
Bruv, it's over with, buddy. Salah's dying down. The death of Salah in football is the death of the winger scoring bare goals and that. Vert's been getting cooked all season by rival fans. He's got more goals than Saka, bro. All right. He's got more goals than Saka, bro. Arsenal's got 6 own goals. Brother, it don't work like that anymore. The strikers are back, man. You get me? Just let it. This is all what it is. So we just need man to cross the ball in. And guess what? Salah only crosses the ball with the Trivela every now and again, but he's pretty good. And Gakpo don't cross the ball to no one. So
I would never, if I was a striker, any striker out there right now, right? If I was a striker at this, looking at a club to join, with the history, the love I have for Liverpool, I'd never join them. If those are the 2 wingers, I'm never joining them. You're gonna turn me into a false 9 if you with them 2 wingers. You're turning me, a striker, into a false 9 because I know for a fact both our wingers are cutting in, and when they cut in, they ain't trying to find me. They ain't trying to look for my little neat run. They're gonna be shooting, and when they shoot and goes over, and I'm like, well, there was that little clever pass over the top you could have given me, the little boom. Some people are gonna ends, but Salah does do the that's it. Yeah, once.
No, you're right. Lucia said it. The one that Abdi looks bad. Listen, Abdi looked rubbish anyway with his first touch, but also, man again Isak to drop in for the ball. What? You know what he was doing at Newcastle? I give the ball, I run into the box. The man then deliver the ball to me, I score. That's my thing. I do the gun fingers. I do the gun fingers. I point over my shoulder. I celebrate. I'm done, bro. At Liverpool, man got to drop into the gap, and Van der Vin's got to kick his knee off to get a goal. What the fuck, bro?
He has to kick his kneecaps off for him to get a goal.
We have one winger at the club that takes on players, bro. One. His name is Rio, blood. And I'm talking about the moment he gets on the pitch and you give him the ball, he takes someone on, bro. He doesn't take any he doesn't take any time. He gives the ball to Rio. He said, I'm gone, blood.
Nah, Sav, you know it's mad, yeah, because I'm watching the defenders, yeah. Chat, hear me out on this as well. I'm watching the defenders switch up so quickly once Rio comes on the pitch. I see man go into jockey stance. I don't see them do that against our other 2. They go into full, I'm creating distance and I'm jockeying. When it's our other 2, yeah, you know what they do? Just run into man. Give me the ball, man. Give me the ball. Get out of here. Or they just stand there and you run into me. And when Cody cuts in to shoot, yeah, he shoots his block, and then they just transition out 1-2, 1-2, and they're gone.
I bet you, wherever you can find this stat, yeah, the most blocks that defenders get is against Liverpool. I bet you, bro. Because the amount of time, the reason why he doesn't like Cody's, bro, every shot is just hitting, man. Like, imagine you look up, you see 3 men in front of you, so I'm still shoot, try and get it through that gap. What?
Nah, Sav, and there's players that's made good runs as well. There's players that's giving you overlaps. There's Kirkes. There's players that's made neat runs into the box. No reverse little ball over the top, little around the corner, nothing. Just getting a shot.
Yeah, them stats that you brought up on Gakpo, I said this the other day, can be the only. What game was it? Arsenal, when everyone was like, "Oh, bring on a winger now," and I said, "No, it probably was the right idea to keep Gakpo on." those stats you've got there
Mm.
would be the only reason Slot plays Gakpo, bro. The only reason. If you just take it back to on base level, we got two left wingers, Rio and Gakpo. What's the difference between them?
Mm.
The only thing Slot can use is defensively when we need help. Gakpo does this and Rio won't. And to be fair to him, he's right. Rio, that's not Rio's game yet, and which is fine. We don't really want it to be his game, to be honest. But he doesn't have that defensive nonce yet because he's new to the Prem. But that can be because anything else, I wonder when you sit down with the video team, they call you in and that. Sabo comes out, coffee bar, and it's like, oh, yo, Cody, yeah, you wanted in there still. What was it? Videos for, all right, safe. All right, well, Gakpo, what we got today is we've got 10 instances of you cutting in. And it's like, oh, what games are these? 10 different games. Like, no, this is one game. this is one game. Oh, so what did you notice here? And you pause it and you sip, man across the arms. What did you notice here, Cody? Yeah, could probably get a shot off there. Oh, so you don't notice the left back overlapping because his Kirk is in bare space. You give him the ball. It's like, yeah, but Gaffer told me not to. That has to be the conversation because there's no way Slot sees that every game. Says, yeah, you know what? Next game, start Gakpo. First name on the team sheet. It must be Slot. It has to be, bro.
It has to be Slot that said, nah, just do what you want to do. No, right, Sav, because if I sit down with players, and that's why it's so mad, yeah, because even my son sometimes said that you find something in every, and with pro clubs, I'm always like, oh, they could have because there's a play there. I don't feel like the guys that are sitting down with these guys are doing that. I feel like, and it's an assumption, as I always say, I don't know because I'm not in the room to have the conversation. But my assumption is based around data because if someone was in there like going, no, bro, the overlap is on. Always think there's another option there. And then we go into the game and then I see them do it or choose not to do it. I'm like, someone's not stern enough. No one's having the right conversation.
I'm correct.
No one's. Are we doing this? The star factor now. We're doing this. Oh my God, it's Gakpo.
I would put money on it. I would put money on it. There's no way, bro. When I mean there's no way, there's zero chance that Kirkes or Robbo can overlap that much and be ignored, bro. And the manager's fine with it. There's because if he gets ignored and Cody cuts in and shoots and scores all the time, like Robben, safe. But the fact that he's not. You're gonna go and if you're the manager, you're gonna go look at every attacking play and see where you could have done better, bro. And we know he does that because the first thing he mentions is we could have scored here, we could have scored there. So you mean to tell me you've watched somebody run into space constantly, and you're just gonna and remember last season we had the same issue because then we wasn't even having man overlapping, and everyone was getting man Robbo. Why is he in the 10? I'm like, and I told man all season, if you've never seen Robbo in the 10 on the club for 7 seasons, yeah, and then this new guy comes and Robbo's in the 10, you think it's Robbo's fault? Impossible. It's impossible, bro. I don't know what it is, bro, but yeah, I mean, maybe it's above Slot. Because I told you about that picture, bro, with John Henry's wife and Gakpo. I know, I know the escort world, bro. I know when I see it, blood. I know swingers when I see it, bro. And if she might wanted a man of the cloth and that, look a holy. She might wanted to be baptized by a bull and that. You get me? So John, pay him the packet. Cody's like, nah, don't pay me no wages, and I'm good on the wages. Just make sure I play every game. So say no more, bro. He must be, bro.
And it's mad, yeah, looking at these, one guy gets cooked every game about what he does. And you're like, maybe we should lay off a little bit. Maybe he does offer something in the game.
Bro, I think the difference with Gakpo and Salah is, one, Salah's been better than Gakpo his whole career and for Liverpool. And two, the psyche of looking at what Gakpo does winds people up because there's no variation. So Salah runs into shins. But Salah, fucked up, but Salah can also lose the ball doing other stuff, innit? Gakpo only loses the ball doing one thing.
Cutting in.
Yeah, so
No, real guy. No, it's crazy, man. Honestly, the moment we fix those wide areas is probably the moment Liverpool can evolve, man. Because until we do that, no matter what we do going forward, it's still going to be like that. That doesn't mean you're not going to have good games. You're going to have games against Newcastle where everyone looks good and they're vibing out and playing good football and scoring goals. You know what I mean? There's going to be games where we score and everyone looks all right. Everyone looks good. But we want to be dominant, Sav, bro. We have to be able to make teams fear us either flanks. Fear us again. Salah used to have that fear factor. He did. Bro, I used to see man triple, double, all right, throw everyone, slide tackle, dive in again because they had to stop him. They don't.
Because people been using that excuse this season, like, oh, people double up on Salah. Where, bro?
They don't, bro.
Scared of Salah, bro.
The fullbacks are not respecting man no more. And then the difference we had last season was people actually feared Diaz, bro. They actually feared him.
Yeah. You see what he did to Man City, bro, when he made Kyle Walker do the shimmy and that, blood. Kyle Walker and Rodrigo, bro, made them do the shimmy, blood. Get him out of there. Hey, man, I'm saying that Trent's looking better by the day with these kind of stats. I can't lie, blood. Every time Salah gets worse, it's making Trent look better, bro, because I'm just like, hold on a minute. Something we weren't noticing, blood.
I know, and I'm looking at it going, bro, and I saw the image of Trent. I know it was a still shot against Valencia. Yeah. Man just had Trent on the bench just looking all vexed and like, I should be playing here still. But I hear it, man. We make decisions in life, innit? And this is where we're at. So we miss you, you miss us. You're contemplating life. Salah's going, oh, damn, I don't have no one that can spray a pass to me no more. Like, we know, man.
Yeah, because Trent didn't just affect one of our wingers. He affected, especially the left side. He would switch the ball all the time.
He would switch play.
When was the last time somebody switched the ball to our winger, bro?
I don't know, Sav, man. We don't play like that no more, bro. We don't have that no more. We don't have those back to front transitions no more. And the only players that's doing it now is Kanate, bro. He would just get a spray out of nowhere. And that's not even his forte, bro. He's a defender. I don't need my defender spraying 70, 60-yard passes. But
he's ruined our club, man. And now fans are waking up. Normally people are waking up to messages from their missus and that, bro. Now man are looking to see if Slot's been sacked. I'm telling you, bro, he ain't going anywhere. So we could get punched up by Sunderland tomorrow. He'll still be the manager on Thursday. Start, man.
I still can't believe between them, so one guy don't beat his players in the Premier League and the other one does it only once.
It's disgusting.
And we expect teams to fear us, bro. They're like, we know you're gonna lose the ball. We trust our fullback. You know how much confidence you have? Because that's the confidence I used to have with Bobby, Mane, and Salah, right? Mm-hmm. The confidence of, I know once them three gets the ball, I know that that defense hasn't got a chance in the world. The confidence I had with that. I know they didn't have an ounce of, because I know no one was going to be able to get the ball off of Bobby. And I knew Mane was going to cook you, and I knew Salah was going to cook you. So they just knew, bruv, as soon as I give it to these guys, we're in trouble, you know. And then when the ball drops into the midfield, we're going to get run down, hounded down. And then not only that, if we get past the press off the strikers, we have to try and get past this workhorse midfield. And then when we get past them, we have to worry about Kanate, Matip, Gomez, Virgil. And then when we get past that, we have to get past this beast in goal called Alisson. And then when we lose it, because we've worked so hard to get the ball up the pitch, they just spray it out to Trent, switch. Now we're in the transition. Now we got to chase these guys back. Nah, this is long.
That's darkness, man. This other stats quite bad, man, because all of these stats, the two stats that you could always rely on Salah for, which shut everybody up, was his goals and assists, innit? And now they've dried up too. So now man's just pointless. How can you just run around being pointless, bro? He's void, bro. The geezer's because the red just make him look like he's not good at anything. Going not, bro. Like, what you? He's not good at anything, bro. And it's a good enough sample size. It's not like we're taking the piss. It's 25 games into the season, bro. Like, it's a good enough sample size. This isn't Salah after 5 games. When it was at seven games, and everyone was like, "Oh no, Salah will kick into form soon." And what form, bro? So you man are expecting Salah to do the world-class Salah thing for the rest of the season? No, is that what we're doing? We're not even coming out. It's that bad. People ain't even coming out of games bothered anymore to even dissect what man's been doing. They're just happy to be like, Cody was shit, And then they get to Salah, man, just take a deep breath, sigh and that, and then just carry on. Not me.
Do you know what I need? You know what? One of the reasons why I stopped doing the player ratings as well, because I feel like even though when you give a player rating, you give your thought process, I think you should go and check every player's stats as well. So when you're going to talk about them and then check it. So say how you feel, talk about them, and then go and check it after and see if it changes your opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Because
I was thinking it's too much work to do, but I think that's probably the best, just to see if it marries up with what you think you saw in the game.
Yeah, because player ratings draw out bare lies from people, man. I see, man, every time someone tries to defend McAllister, like, oh, he was all right, he was decent on the ball, made quite a few good tackles and that. Go check the stats, it says 0 tackles, blood. So what did you see, bro?
There's no way a midfielder should have 0 tackles in a game. There's no opportunity where you can have 0 tackles unless you chose not to do nothing or you came on late in the game.
Yeah, it's true. I just think at this point, man, like the good thing, the only positive about Salah being rubbish is that when we move him on now, it doesn't have to be a shock to people's system, bro. Because before it's like, oh, you're gonna give the new guy all this mad pressure, expecting him to be the level of Salah when he was at his best, bro. You know, because the thing used to be like, oh, who are you gonna replace him with? But it wasn't a question; it was rhetorical. Like, you can't replace him with anyone, brother. We're not replacing Salah from 5 years ago. We're replacing this Salah. This Salah's not hard to replace. The old one was. This ain't. This Gakpo's not hard to replace either, bro. Or McAllister. McAllister don't even need to. You just replace him with Trey.
Trey will offer more. I promise you.
I'm not saying, bro. Wataru's been bit part, bro. He still looks better than McAllister because they're both slow. So it's. Well, them ones, man.
So in terms of the lineup, Sav, this is what I've put. What I think the gaffer is going to go with. Not what I want. It don't even matter now, even if it is what I want and what I don't want.
Yeah.
This is what the manager is going to do. Chat, this is what the manager, in my opinion, this is the starting lineup he's going to go with. Just asking you guys, what would you change? If you see anything you would change, or system-wise, what would you guys do? But same, Sav. What is there anything you'd? Oh, I know there's things you would change. I didn't want to ask you that.
The same team as the Man City team, innit?
Apart from Jones.
Yeah. But obviously, thing you can't play. Yeah, that's the only difference he might make. He might play Robbo, bro. But apart from that, I think you're right. And I only think that because the last game was only 2 days ago, so.
You think he maybe rest Kirkes?
Yeah.
Fairs. And you know when he said as well, Sav, in the you know when he said about the team is only now getting used to playing 3 days a week, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking, I heard what he said, right? And I was trying to think, and I tried to look at, okay, the passing the jota obviously massively affect us as a team mentally, physically, and probably messed up a lot of what we wanted to do from a preseason standpoint. But I didn't hear of any cancellation in terms of matches or certain things. It was like, this was our time set, and they came back on the time set, and then the gaffer gave them the option, look, you don't have to come back. We extended it 2 weeks, didn't we, in the end? We extended it 2 weeks, so they came back 2 weeks later. And I'm like, right, there's a lot you can get done from a fitness-wise, tactical-wise in 2 weeks. And we know that, right? But but we've had time off during the season where we didn't play for a whole week a few times.
Yep.
Can we not have used those moments to get our team up to the speed that if he's going to say that's the excuse, if not even saying that's the excuse, but that's the reason why we are not up to speed and why the players. But then also, Sav, I looked at the players we signed. Bar Kirkes, all of these players have been 3 games a week teams. They come from 3 games a week, or maybe a Katike as well.
Yeah.
Wirtz, Champions League and Bundesliga, and then they have the German Super Cup there as well.
Yeah, and obviously when Wirtz was there the season before that, they were unbeaten, so they played in every single game available.
And so I'm looking at that going there. I don't think those players have to get used to it. Maybe did Newcastle was in the Champions League last season as well? I'd say for Isak, he played. Did he play? I can't remember if they was or not. So chat
Yeah,
help me.
because they beat PSG, you know.
They beat. Okay, so they were in that. So Isak was doing that. But every one of our players that we have in our squad are used to it because we've been playing Champions League football.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, it's a new season. Obviously, they went away. Obviously, fitness levels are going to drop because they're not doing what they were doing.
Mhm.
But I feel like every time, and I don't like always comparing, but you have to. Under Klopp, I feel like pre-season was structured in a way where I knew the players came ready.
Yeah.
The previous pre-season under Arne Slot, I felt like we were ready as well.
Mhm.
I looked at the games we chose, the type of games we wanted to play, what we tried in the game, and I looked at that going, and I think this team is ready,
Yep. You play Man U and Arsenal now, innit?
Yeah, we played like, 4 games, 3 games? One of the games we played in the same day, played half a team.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's a good excuse to have when we've been playing shit, because it'd be interesting if we had played good and we were top of the table. Would you have still said, "I'm trying to get the boys ready, getting used to playing 3 times a week"? No, you're saying it because we're shit, bro. So I guess that means from this point on, Liverpool's going to win every game. Then he said they're ready now. So to the end of the season, that means we're going to win the Champions League, bro. Let's just use him against his own words, innit? For the rest of the season, now everyone's used to playing 3 games a week. We're going to win every game now. Top tier Liverpool to the end of the season. So that means Sunderland first game should punch them up. He did the same thing with Isak. He said, "Oh, now it's time to judge Isak because," and then he played shit one game and he's like, "Oh, you know what? He's had a little bit of a setback, so maybe." No, you said it, bro. Don't tell me when it's time to judge my team. I judge my team as soon as the first whistle goes. You're talking to. These are professional footballers. You can't be having pre-season when the season's on. That's why it's called pre-season.
What about in terms of the Prem, man? Are we gonna get top 4, bro? Might as well rip the band-aid off now, innit?
It's 13 games left of the season. So no, I don't think so. But this 5 in Champions League. No. I think if this 5th spot's going to go down to the last day, I reckon. So it's going to be the last day, or it's going to be goal difference or something like that. So I don't think Liverpool's going to get it. I think we'll miss out. We're going to end up in Europa League, bro.
I was saying, Sav, if we get Europa League or the Europa Conference League, I think just play the Conference League one. Just play the kids in it. Play the guys that doesn't really get the opportunity to play.
Bro, our last 5 games of the season starts with Palace, who we can't beat for some reason. And then the week after that, we got Man U. And the week after that, we got Chelsea. And the week after that, we got Villa. And then we finish on Brentford. Did you hear what I said? All of the teams, Man U, Chelsea, Villa, and Brentford are all around us in the table. The Brentford's right next to us, and Man U and Chelsea are above us, bro. And Villa's above them. So we're going to finish the season needing to get top 4 off these, man. Which means they're going for it too. So we can't even end the season on a comfy one. Yeah, like even if we were shit and we just knew we were going to finish 9th, you can just go, yeah, what you said, play the kids on it, let them. But we're going to be in a fight for something that we're not going to get. It's dark, bruv. Man going into a jiu-jitsu fight with no arms, bruv. Pointless thing. Oh, yeah, you're right, Donovan. We lost to all of them teams apart from Villa. I didn't even realize. So of the last 5 games, we've lost to all 4 of them teams already. Great. And we projected. What was the projection for the points? 59 points. 59 points. Bro. Just about 59 points keeps you safe, bro. That's it.
Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's gonna be a dark day, man. Cause I know everyone's gonna be like, you support your team no matter what. Yeah. But my caveat was my love for Liverpool's conditional, bruv. And the conditions are no Conference League football, blood. Yeah? So I'm not. I draw the line there, blood, because you might want to play against FC Santa Claus and Zurich Grasshoppers and Noah's Ark and the Botswana Meat Company. Safe. That's actually the names of the teams, bruv. The Botswana Meat Company, bruv. I saw them in the league. I saw them, bro. Man, and the Santa Claus FC is a real team. I'm not playing against. I don't even want to see Liverpool's name next to them teams, bro.
Oh, Sav, final thoughts though, man. This season has been one to remember, bro, in a negative way, not a positive way at all. I'm hoping and praying there's better to come next season. But do I see it happening? Nah, not at the moment. Not at the
All I know
moment.
is I watched that Arsenal Sunderland game on the weekend, watched it live, bro, and yeah, Arsenal ended up with the victory. That's Arsenal every game in Arsenal, bro. It's a tight game, and then they end up beating up the team at the end, bro. But they didn't even start Xhaka, bro, so he's gonna start against us. I don't even. You're gonna have that fucking Broby up front trying to bully, man. I don't even know, bro, what the scoreline's gonna be for this game, bro.
I ain't even asking for one, bro. At this point, it doesn't even matter.
Don't matter, bro. I think it's gonna be a draw anyway, so which is good for Sunderland. Terrible.
Yeah, keep that. Do you think they can go all season not losing at home?
No. Because I'm guessing if there's 13 games left, they've got at least 6 at home.
Half of them, innit? Yeah, at least half will be at home.
No, I don't think they can. I think they'll end up with a great record, though, either way. They've done good so far. Well, Jack is injured. I did see him sitting there, so I didn't know if he was on the bench or not, bro. But, I don't know.
Boy.
Chat, well, I don't know what you lot think. I think it's going to be a draw, though. It's typical Liverpool, isn't it? Punch up Newcastle, lose to City, draw the game after. It's patterns, man. That's our only pattern to play, losing.
Big up to Honesty, man. Says, can you do a Mac versus CJ stats per 90, my bro? I will do it on the next one, bro. I'll do it on the next one. I think I wanted to compare those two because I wanted to kind of just bring to light something that I was thinking about and what I saw. So I'll do it on the next one because Curtis will be playing in this game, I would assume, and Mac will be playing in this game. So unless there's any injury before the game or whatever, but there should be, and then maybe there's a maybe on the chill zone the following day I can look into it and see what them two compared look like. But I wanted to kind of just bring to light and show you guys that even though one winger is getting a lot of critique this season, well, both to be fair, they've both been given critique, but one more so than the other one. He's still doing better than the other. And then if you put them together and go, this could be one of the reasons why Liverpool looks so lethargic, lackluster, like not great in front of goal and not great going forward at times, because our wingers are not doing their jobs. They're not actually doing their jobs. They're actually not. If you guys between you two can only beat a player once in a game, beat your fullback once in a game, and we know the importance of wingers because that's how we get cooked sometimes. Wingers going past our fullbacks and getting the ball in the box. Neat little 1-2s on running mid, players coming through, and then they can cross it and cause chaos in our box. If our wingers can't do it, you nullify your striker, and that just has a knock-on effect. And if you both keep losing the ball when we're in the attacking areas, we get caught on the transition so much. And if you got players in the midfield which should be sitting and being your holder, making runs into the box. For an example, McAllister was one of the holders, and I see him chesting the pass through. I'm not saying in the moment that's not a good idea, and what he tried to do wasn't good. But then it shows when it breaks down why our team looks so open, and we always say our midfield looks so open. Tactically, our team is just not set up in the right way. Tactically, we keep allowing players that should be sitting to do extra work. The players that should be doing the extra work, we're asking them to play wide areas. And then we're asking a striker that looks like he can finish really good in Ekatike. No, you need to drift out to the left, drift out to the right. I'm just like, you need to drop deep and get the ball. And I'm like, yeah, I don't mind that in some instances in the game, but It's happening too much. And then I'm looking when we're building up. There's no striker in the box. Last game against Man City, bro, Gakpo and Ekitike was on the left. And then we had like McAllister and Vert standing against their centre halves. I'm just like, well, you guys, I need you guys to be on the ball, and them two to be, or one of them need to be in the box, or the actual striker needs to be in the box. I don't get it, man.
Brother, Sunderland, bro. Can't stand this team, man. Can't stand this team, bro. What a horrible season, bro. It's been that bad that if Liverpool started to get, I don't know, like maybe I'm lying to myself, and if we'd started to do really good in the Champions League, I would get excited. But it feels like to me at this current moment that it doesn't matter what we do. They've taken my joy away already. So now it's like I can't be excited for anything, man. It's dark.
It is what it is. But Sav, appreciate you jumping in, bro. Chopping it up.
Man.
As I say, Savage's channels are in the description, guys. Watch along is going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's already
Unless anything changes, yeah?
Yeah, it's already up, guys, man. So just go hit the notification bell on there and then ready for Sunday. It's
Honestly, can you just drop Savage's link in there so we can, or one of the mods, please, so you guys can know where we're going to do the watch along. And then straight after the watch along, I'll be doing the call-in show, so you guys already know after every game, win, lose, or draw, we will talk about the team we chose to support. And Friday, I've got quiz night, so 8:30 p.m. guys. So if you're free and you want to come and take part on a Friday night chill, it's normally an hour anyway, so nothing too long, and we'll see who can win this week, man. Last week we had 13 people take part. Hopefully I can get it up and we can get more and more people want to take part. I'll send out a reminder in terms of the Discord as well, guys. So yeah,
Mantis, anyone can call into the show, bro.
Anyone, bro. The link is pinned as soon as I go live, and then I'll take as many callers. So the show lasts as long as the callers are there. So it normally lasts about an hour, I think, or just over an hour, because everyone gets 3 minutes. So that's the it always seems to land on about an hour, about 45 minutes, and then normally I'll close out the show for about 15 minutes with one or two of the guys, and we have a conversation closing it out. So yeah, anyone is welcome to call in. Rivals as well, if you want to call in, and just share your opinions, man, on what's been going on with the team, the manager. Like, just as I say, keep it respectful as always, and share your opinions, man. That's it. Share your opinions. Big up Honesty for dropping the links, because yeah, man, the watch along's gonna be dark, Sav. But at the same time, when we expect us to lose, we win. And when we expect us to win, we lose.
I know what you're talking about. I've been expecting us to lose every game, bro. So
well, you know what I mean? There's games where you go, yeah, Liverpool should win that. And then we're like, okay. So we're just losing the last minute. And then you go, we're definitely losing this game. And then we'll beat the team.
They just bore me to death, man. Honestly, big up the chat, man. Because if there was no conversation in that, bro, I swear to it, I'll just fucking sit there in silence, bro. Shit winds me up, man. So bad.
Can't even get excited about it. You can't even start being a commentator like, pass out left. Yeah, 1-2. You can't even get involved in the game because the game.
We don't do anything, bro. We literally don't do anything, bro. It's so bad. Oh man, just bring out GTA already, man, so I can change the content. Blood. You know what
I mean? Yeah, crazy, man. But big up, Sav. Big up to everyone that's watching. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do all that great stuff. Let me know your comments in the comment section after the stream as well. What you agreed with, disagreed with, all of that stuff. And yeah, see you, God willing, on Wednesday, and then Friday night doing the quiz, man. Catch you guys soon.
Scat.
Peace.